Hi everyone, this is Dr. Brissette and welcome to Module 2 of the Distance Learning Education Initiative. Medical information websites are the subject content of this module. Let me tell you a little background information about how I set this up. I began with asking the question, how do people actually find online medical information? And so I asked you. What you told me is that you used what was comfortable and familiar, and for many of you this meant using Microsoft's Internet Explorer and simply using the Google function. In essence, what it does is it allowed our information technology to actually train us, and I used this in setting up this program. People also told me that they use family and friends' recommendations about looking up medical information websites. Most times we use one of these 4 search functions when looking for information. By far the most popular and widely used is Google, and we'll come back to Google in a minute. Bing is also in the list, and Yahoo and Ask is also one of the applications. Using those 4 applications, I entered in medical information, and what it brought back to me were these top 5 sites. They were WebMD, Mayo Clinic, MedicineNet, Healthline, and Medline Plus. What I want you to do in this module is actually look at these 5 sites and look at 3 functions in particular. Before we do that though, I want to tell you a little bit more about how Google works. Google keeps a list of all sites on the internet, and when it goes looking for information, it goes to the sites that have the most links to them. Let's say you type in medical information. It looks for all those websites with those words in it. Going to those sites, it then looks to see how many links that site has. The site with the most links ends up being the #1 site that's brought back to you in the search results. It's almost like as if it were a popularity contest. It's estimated that 60% of all searches are done with Google. If you're going to use Google, may I suggest that you use the advanced search functions, and if you're really daring, try Google Scholar. We're going to start with WebMD, by far the most popular site. There are 3 functions on all the sites I want you to get familiar with. The first is search, the second is library, and the third is medications. Although they may be called different things on the different sites, they all are basically these 3 functions. On WebMD, look to see where the search function is in the middle of the screen. Basically what it'll do is bring you back information, not from the web, but from this particular website. The library function is set up alphabetically, and third, you're going to find medications under drugs and supplements. Keep in mind that although they may be called different things, they all do these 3 basic things. Let's quickly go through the rest of the sites and see where these 3 functions are. Number 2, Mayo Clinic has the search, library, medication functions set up as shown. The library function again is alphabetical. You'll find on MedicineNet it's set up very similar to WebMD, and it may be because it's owned by WebMD. Healthline puts everything together on the middle of the screen. Search, library, and medication set up as shown again. Although in the last position this probably is my favorite, and Medline Plus has everything set up on a very simple navigation homepage. You'll find once again those 3 functions. So having looked at these 5 sites, I want you to have some take-home points. What I want you to notice is that although the sites are different, they're all set up similar in design. So when you go searching, keep it simple. Know how to search on any one particular site, and you'll be able to pretty much do it on other sites. Although the functions may have different names, they're all going to do basically the same thing. So use what you already know and build on that. Keep in mind also that when you go searching, what you use to search with may actually change what is brought back to you. So this is Dr. Brissette, and thanks for spending a few minutes here with me in Module 2. I'll see you on the website, and I'll see you in Module 3.